A theft investigation turned drug bust in Fergus Falls ended with 3 people arrested, $1,700 worth of merchandise recovered, and 323 grams of meth seized. It all started Monday afternoon when police say they were called on a theft report. They tracked down the suspect and then searched their apartment. During this search, they found the stolen merchandise along with the drugs. They arrested 37-year-old Grant Grayton, 33-year-old Ronald Lemasters, and Michael Stavedahl. They were all arrested on a range of theft and drug charges. A family's home is damaged after a wood stove chimney started on fire. The call came in this morning to a home 3 miles west of Crookston, Minnesota. When crews arrived, it was reported that smoke was coming from the attic with flames coming from a hole near the chimney. The family inside the home was able to get out safely. Fargo police have released new surveillance video of the people allegedly involved in a counterfeit money ring in the area. These are the people right here that Fargo police are looking for in connection to the fake bills. This scam has been going on since about October. The agency says several $100 bills have been used in the metro, mostly at gas stations. Police say scammers are prepaying for gas with these $100 bills, then getting about $90 back in real cash. All of the bogus bills have the serial number B21504735D. A woman accused of stealing from a West Fargo trunking company she worked for has been found guilty of theft. Court documents say 37-year-old Stephanie Canoodala was found guilty stealing from GMR Transportation and will be ordered to pay over $80,000 in restitution. She will also serve 5 years of probation as well as 200 hours of community service. In an almost unprecedented move, First Lady Melania Trump is now calling for the firing of a top national security aide. Hallie Jackson has that story.
In a first for the First Lady, Melania Trump's office releasing a statement publicly blasting a national security official after tensions that bubbled up over the First Lady's trip to Africa last month. Her spokesperson saying it is the position of the office of the First Lady that Mira Ricardel no longer deserves the honor of serving in this White House. Multiple sources tell NBC News the deputy national security advisor infuriated the First Lady's office during plans for that first overseas trip. The First Lady's statement coming just minutes after a White House event hosted by the president and attended by Ricardel. One White House official noting she's one of the highest ranking women in the Trump administration and has never met the First Lady. And while it's Melania Trump's public statement making headlines, new details now on major tensions behind the scenes, too, between Mrs. Trump and Chief of Staff John Kelly. He and the First Lady have tangled over staffing issues and travel requests, according to 7 people familiar with the fighting, to the point the president has had to get involved, delivering this message to Kelly: deal with it. One White House official telling NBC there have been instances where the East Wing staff were not treated as equals to the male-dominated decision makers in Chief Kelly's office. But in a statement, the First Lady's spokesperson called the relationship with Kelly's staff very positive. Melania Trump acknowledging the challenges inside the White House last month.
You always need to watch your back.
Her husband last week hinting at changes to come.
People leave. They come in, they're here. It's a very exhausting job. They start off, they're young people. They're there for 2 years, and they're old by the time they leave. It's quite exhausting. But I love doing it, and I'll...
Sources tell CBS News that Nick Ayers, the current chief of staff to Vice President Mike Pence, would be considered to take over Kelly's job if he is fired or resigns. Sandy's Donuts has announced it will open a new store by the Osgood Hornbachers in South Fargo. The store will be at 4281 45th Street South, and the first 250 people to stop by the new location this morning got a free donut to celebrate. The new store is expected to open sometime in the summer of 2019.